1, 2, 3. No words. We were so close. I know that they're gonna stretch it out and probably
pull it out.
He's probably not coming back at least until episode 10. I don't know when we're gonna see him in the middle of that. If maybe we won't even see Dylan O'Brien until episode 10. But
someone's gonna have a memory flash. It's gonna be.
I know Lydia starts remembering. Like Lydia's obviously like she's really driven to find him.
It's gonna be painful. They're gonna drag it out so much. It's gonna be painful.
It's super painful.
They threw you the bone. I'll get that.
Thanks. So my thing is, I'm still fixated on Claudia and why she's back. Because I read a theory that Claudia is this third plot line. She's not back because Stiles is gone. She just happens to be back while Stiles is gone. And that she is the Slaw, I believe is how you say it. But she's that creature that we saw in Icon House who was created because of the fan contest of the Create Your Own Creature, that can take on the image of any lost soul that it owns, has, maybe not, I don't know, but it can look like a lost soul. I'm not sure what lost soul means. They haven't really gone into depth with that. But if Claudia is an outside villain, she's just a creature that is taking advantage of the fact, but well, we didn't really see how Scott and Lydia reacted. You know, they couldn't put that in for me. They couldn't put that in.
Did Claudia pop back the same episode with Stiles disappearing?
Yes.
Oh.
She came back in the same episode that Stiles disappeared in, but all the clues I would have needed to figure that out would have been the moment that Scott and Lydia walked into the Stilinski's house and saw Claudia for the first time. Because were they like, who is this? Or were they like, yes, Mrs. Stilinski, this is a normal thing.
So not only do we take your memories, but we put other ones in their place?
I don't know. Were they introduced for her for the first time? Where they were like, oh yeah, sure, because if you don't remember Stiles, then you don't, I want to say that Claudia is this other person that came into the plot and she just like is this other creature that doesn't want them to find Stiles or is taking advantage of the fact that, you know, there's a lapse in everyone's memory and she can exist as Claudia. But also like everyone is so okay with it that I feel like it has to be the Ghost Riders because everyone not just forgot that Stiles ever existed, but forgot that the sheriff's wife died, which is a completely separate plot line that shouldn't have anything to do with Stiles disappearing.
You're right. So they, especially if it happened at the same episode. I mean, one comes and one goes.
Right, and if you're messing with somebody's memory, like, you can erase Stiles, but that shouldn't change the fact that the sheriff's wife died. So if everyone suddenly forgot that the sheriff's wife died, I feel like that has to be because of the powers of the Ghost Riders.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
As opposed to, unless the Slaw can also control memories, so they were like, oh yeah, well, you forgot that he existed, now you're going to forget that this woman ever existed. That might be part of its power, I'm not sure, or whatever creature Claudia could be. I'm very frustrated because we didn't get to see the whole thing. I was so excited for this episode was to see Scott meet Claudia so that I could understand what was going on. And they cut that scene.
Oh. Okay.
They just cut straight to them sitting in the living room with Claudia.
Oh, that was the first time they saw Claudia?
That was the first time in this season that they've been in the same scene.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't get to see Scott walk up to Claudia for the first time. She just walked into the room, so presumably they skipped over introductions or, hi again, Mrs. Stilinski, or nice to meet you, Mrs. Stilinski, and whatever he would have said in that moment would have me so much more at ease.
They
But
probably
they cut that scene.
They probably couldn't figure out what would really work. So, you know, with these writers, best to avoid and let you come up with your own concoction.
Ugh. So there's Corey, and we were right in saying that Corey has to, because I was talking to Ashley and we were talking about how essentially you're going to have to Freddy Krueger the Ghost Riders, where you're in one realm where they're attacking you.
Right.
And just like Nancy grabbed him and then woke up, Corey had to grab him and then turn back. Now everyone can see him. But also, like I was discussing with Ashley, I was like, great, well, if the mythology is you see a Ghost Rider, your soul's already lost because they're coming for you. Cool, you just damned everyone in the room. All of yourselves, all of the people you were trying to save. Everyone's on the list now. You don't have to be in the second dimension to get your name on the list. You're just all screwed. Great. Could have waited for a little less populated time to make that happen.
They could, you know, plan on it ending the season by getting rid of everybody.
Yeah, Beacon Hills could just evaporate.
Ghost Town. So is the Nazi guy going to have anything to do with the Ghost Riders?
I don't think so. Okay, so background on the Nazi guy. So he's carryover from last season, so he doesn't have anything to do with the Ghost Riders. He's just a separate villain.
Okay. Alright.
Though interestingly enough, he also is eating people's souls.
Well, yeah, the soul.
I don't know if the soul thing's gonna come into play. Though I feel like ultimately what will happen is Theo will make his reappearance when Mr. Douglas becomes a problem, as opposed to they're not going to bring him back while they're all focused on the Ghost Riders. So I think I probably need to take a chill pill.
Who's Mr. Douglas?
Mr. Douglas is the Nazi.
Oh, right.
I don't know how they're going to put together that he was the Nazi werewolf, but because Theo told them about that. He was created by the Doctor, so he has more knowledge of the Nazi werewolf than anyone else. So when we have to deal with Mr. Douglas later on, I feel like that's when they'll be like, hey, maybe we should open up hell and grab Theo out. Which is ridiculous. I don't understand why they can't still have Kira on the show, but whatever. And the other thing now is, now Parrish is back on the show. I don't know why the Ghost Rider listened to Parrish. That just doesn't make any sense to me at all. He and Lydia are both harbingers of death, but the Ghost Riders aren't really death related. They're memory, soul related. So I don't know.
We don't know what motivates them to pick out somebody.
No, we don't have that much mythology. It's very difficult to gauge at this point in time where the story's gonna go. And I don't like when I just have to sort of sit and wait and I can't figure something out. But
I mean,
I don't have enough knowledge at this point.
They can just end people and never give you a reason why, so they don't need to do it now either. I mean, your desire for background detail, I don't think is going to get fulfilled.
I know. There's not enough information for me to collect from all of the episodes to be like, ah, yes, this is what's going to happen. So I can't do any Banshee predictions for you guys because I've got no idea what's going on. No idea.
Well, you know what's going on. You just don't know where they're going to take it.
I don't even know what's going on as it is. I'm like, is Claudia here because of this reason or because of that reason? Do they all think this, that, and the other thing, or do they think this? I don't know, because they didn't write that scene. Oh, that's the other thing. So it's like we've seen some scenes. There are clips of Stiles in his erased realm, wherever they're keeping him, which is a train station, which is why Lydia keeps hearing the following departures have been, or stops have been canceled. They're holding them in some otherworldly train station or whatever. It's very King's Cross, very Harry Potter. And that's where Ian is. That's where Peter is. Peter also got erased.
Oh, he did?
Before anyone realized this was a problem. So Ian and Dylan have scenes together.
Oh! Does anybody ever bring up... I know the name. What's the name of your camera?
Derek. No, nobody's mentioned the Hales in a really long time. So as far as I'm concerned, Derek's living in South America with his sister, who we also never spoke about again.
Or they ran into the Ghost Rider.
No.
No.
Well, unless I actually would be okay with that if they're all erased and they're all coming back.
That would be nice.
Right, but I don't think Hecklin's off dealing with being Superman now, so I don't think we got him back for the season. If we got him back for 6B, that'd be great. I'd love to have everyone back, but you know, I'd love to have everyone that we lost in the last episode. I'd love Isaac to come back from France, where Chris just left him. Jackson's still living in England. I'd love for Jackson to make a reappearance. Who knows where Danny went? We wrote Danny off the show. Kira's off in the middle of the desert. Allison's dead. Kate's gone. Gerard's gone. Deucalion's gone.
It happens.
I'd love for everyone to come back. Just for a little while. Okay, so that's about it for today. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching with me.
My pleasure. Glad I could help out.
And I'll see you next week. Bye.
Well, in fact, you did, wife, and your loser son!